Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing fine. How are you?
So, welcome
Yes.
to the Cannonballing Life with Coach.
And
That's Coach.
Derrick.
And I'm Derrick.
He's right there.
So, this is a new channel for an older podcast.
Brand spanking new day. Same old horse.
Right. New chapter, if you
yes.
will.
I like the new chapter idea.
So, we want to introduce ourselves. Real briefly, want to explain what this podcast is about. Because there's some of you that have found this channel that don't know of this podcast, even though it's been around for a few years and we're nearing 90 episodes.
Correct.
There's a chance that you're seeing this trailer and there's only one current episode for this channel.
Mm-hmm.
So we figured we need to educate.
Yeah, we got to let people know who we are, what we are.
We got some catching up to do.
Why they should be a part of it.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
There's backstory between our relationship.
Yes.
What we do individually as business owners, our lives, families, the whole thing. We can't cover it all in what I hope is just, 6 minutes, 6, 7.
6, 7 minutes.
6
Maybe
or
go
7
reverse it.
minute
We can take
video.
it forward and backward at the same time. But
yeah, so across from me, as you're
Yes.
looking at the screen on the right, that's Christopher Camp.
Christopher Camp right here. We got Derrick Michow,
Micho.
also known as Micho.
But he's Coach Camp.
Yes.
And I am Coach Micho. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you can be coach. You're coaching me, man.
So brief history. I'm a podcast producer.
Yes.
I own a company called Shelby Road Productions, LLC, otherwise known as SRP Studios. And I met Coach because of a long-time podcast I had here in Hernando, Mississippi, where I'm based out of. It's called The Real Hernando. That's how I meet Coach.
Yeah.
Instantly fall in love with this guy. This man is talented. I'm going to let him speak here in a minute. But as I meet him, he is has a career in teaching as an EMT professor.
Right. Former firefighter paramedic.
That's right.
Former military veteran.
But I meet you because Motivate with Coach Camp.
Has began and is popping.
This man is a motivational speaker.
Yes, I am.
So we instantly become friends. I highlight him on my podcast, and then I open a studio, my very first studio, and I'm like, Coach, the time has come. You need a podcast. We'll stick you in front of a microphone, follow my lead. And that was 4 years ago.
Over 3 years ago. We're in our fourth year now.
Yeah, so we've been great friends, client
friends.
Yes. There's a business aspect here because I've been producing the Motivate with Coach Camp podcast for a few years now. And then early on, about halfway in there, somewhere in the middle, we started doing our own show together, and we called it Cannonballing Life, and that's what you're seeing now. And it was on his Motivate with Coach Camp channels for all that time, 80-plus videos, and we realized we needed to leave the nest. We needed to split off and start our own network for this podcast specifically. So if you just randomly came across this channel, stick around. I think you'll like it. It's two knuckleheads just having fun. So enough of me, Coach.
Yes.
I give the mic to you.
All right. So here's one of the things you got to think about. He's from the north. I'm from the south. That yin and yang works out really well. I've got a lot of energy. He's kind of mellow. That really works out very well. This is just one of those moments where you got to realize synergy was meant to happen. You guys got to tune in. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you don't like silly humor, you don't like mundane stories that don't really mean a lot, but it has a lot of value in humor, then maybe don't listen to us. But I think you're going to love it because I got news for you. I've listened to other folks. They don't have the same kind of energy sometimes. You need some of that fire in your life. I've got the motivational side of me for sure, but if the other side of it is levity, I love being able to relate with this guy. We just have a flow. If you're looking for a podcast just to unwind to, just to ride down the road and be completely brain numb, that is what this is all about because I know this much. Part of medicine to life is funny. It's laughter. It is happiness. It is joy. And that's what we're going to try to bring to you guys. We tell life stories. Much of it is what has happened to us literally in the last week. Yep. Some things are old stories that we just happen to remember, but in the end, it's all relatable. You guys out there are going to definitely love the energy we bring and the stories that we bring, and I'm just blessed to be a part of this. Look, this guy here is one of the nicest individuals I've ever met, and whenever he brought me into the podcast thing, I said, look, I don't know anything about podcasting, but I do know a lot about talking, and he's like, don't worry, you just do the talking, I'll do the rest of the podcasting, and he's not let me down. SRP Studios is legit. It is legit.
Down either.
Yeah, it's a good marriage. It's really good.
In terms of this podcast, you can't just stick two people together and have a podcast. And we're not claiming we think we're hilarious.
I'm claiming that we are.
And by the way,
diggity.
What I have not mentioned is we have a box of gimmick sounds.
Yes.
And
that one is from Kama Mama Llama.
We're not sitting here claiming that we're genius comedians here, but we have fun and we have a rapport and we have synergy, like you said, and it just happens. So it's hard to do that.
I think you're missing too. You got great lighting and curtains.
Hey, it looks good in here.
Both of those things.
Every Friday is what we aim for.
Yes.
Once in a while, we'll miss a Friday, but if there's a reason why we miss a Friday, you'll learn about why, because we're transparent. Like Coach said, often this show is turned into, how was your last week? What's coming up with you this weekend, Coach?
Pretty much, yeah.
You're going to learn more about Coach and his speaking career. You're going to learn more about me and my allergies.
And your music.
And my music. I'm a musician. I'm a bass player. I'm in several bands. So you get to know us.
Yeah.
This is a personal show. We have a good time.
I make fun of my wife a lot. That works out pretty well. So that's working out for me pretty good.
And maybe this show, because you're getting to know Coach, you'll go to his platforms now, to the more serious. He has his podcast every Monday called the Motivate with Coach Camp podcast, where he spotlights a guest or two. Has done it for now, like I said, 3 years plus. Tons of amazing
incredible
stories, incredible stories,
incredible guests,
and then a more serious tone from Coach.
Yeah,
where on this stupid show we have
hello.
We have sounds that identify certain things, like when I lose my concentration.
That's every day of my life.
When I mumble.
You're the only, you need I need to talk to.
When Coach says something absolutely amazing.
Oh, I've heard that sound once. That's weird.
I mean, extra amazing, and your head explodes.
Hello.
And there's more sounds here. So, and then you're going to get to know his wife, Alicia, the very sweet.
She's got some sound bites. She's a guest of the show all the time.
Great Alicia.
Yes.
Very shy, but has given us some classic sound bites.
Can you quit slinging that nasty fly swat around?
She was a
fan.
Can
you tell she's from the South?
Just freaking get to the point.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Pay attention. All right.
Let me tell you something.
There's our sounds, and then our theme music. This is how we start with a cold open, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
hello. Let's go. I love it.
I think that's enough. We're at 7 minutes plus, so 6, 7.
6, 7, 8.
We're trying to keep it 6, 7, 8.
Now I'm changing it to 7, 8.
So we could talk for a full episode on the past and the present and what this is all about.
And where we're going.
But we wanted to do a simple trailer for this new channel in hopes that you'll understand what this is about and stick around for it.
Do it. Stick around. Come on back. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Make it an weekly event every week. Friday, sit around with your family, holding hands, listening to and watching YouTube, Cannonballing Life.
Many people are going to watch this, and this is the very first thing that they see or hear about this show.
And they're going to say, what an awesome mustache.
Yes, how funny. Normally he doesn't have this mustache, that's right.
Oh well.
Great day to do our trailer.
Yes, it is.
But for those this is their very first experience with the show, should we sing for them?
I don't see why we shouldn't.
So we have an email that we sing.
Yes.
That's just how we do it.
That's how we do this thing.
So if you want to reach us, you can by going to
cannonballinglife@gmail.com. Thank you.
That's how we roll.
That's awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
We hope you stick around. Enjoy the show.
Come on back. You're going to like it. It's going to be fun.
Cannonballing Life with Coach and Derrick.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Holla.